Well, good afternoon. It's late Tuesday afternoon. It's about 5:30, quarter to 6. I won't do my usual head turn and see what time it is. But what time it really is, it is contest time. I love contests and I love giving away silver. All you have to do is be subscribed to me to enter this contest. And something else I'd love to have my table cleared off. So the only way I'm going to do it is to have a contest, and then I got to force myself to do it. So the contest is really simple. All you have to do is guess the value of silver. I'll show you the table, and then as soon as I get off here, I will do an inventory. Now consider everything on the table as junk. That's all. I'm just going strictly by the melt value, and I'll go by the close today as the melt value for this. Okay. Now, all I said, there's going to be, who knows, uh, old dimes, old nickels. Well, none of the nickels. I got some 5-cent pieces. They're not going to count because there's no silver in them. Anything that has silver in, we'll figure out. I'll go to the page where it has melt value, and it's probably already set what the melt value is for the day, and then after I add up how many dimes, quarters, 50-cent pieces, Morgans, or whatever there is, and anything that's 1 ounce 999, will of course be considered as just spot value. So I want to tell you, I missed out a great buying opportunity this morning. I got up and I saw that silver had dipped to $26, and by the time I got up and got moving around, it must have been very early Asian market, because when I went to bed last night, silver was only down like 40 cents. So I figured I'd let it ride, and then over that period, it hit 26 bucks. By the time I got up, it was back to 30 bucks, and of course it closed up $2 and something or near that today. I haven't even checked what the close is. I fell asleep. Anyway, one other quick thing. Well, I'll show you where the silver is at. But they were just talking about Mitt Romney meeting with Donald Trump. Who the hell would care what Donald Trump had to say about anything? This guy is one of the great con artists in the history of this country. This son of a bitch has screwed more people, especially in Atlantic City. Why in the world they can keep declaring bankruptcy on Trump's properties in Atlantic City, and all the shareholders and all the bondholders lose everything, and he regains control, is beyond me. What kind of legal trick they use is phenomenal. He's lost so much money for people. He they had a condo they were building outside of Tampa, and people lost I think 60 million in that. And his answer was, if they'd have built it, they'd have lost more, so they ought to be happy they only lost 60 million. Now that's such arrogance, such arrogance. He should be spit on every chance, or like that was a funny story. Reminds me of a guy that used to teach journalism, University of Miami, was a friend of mine, and he was saying in his earlier years, when he was a journalist, he toured South America with Nixon when he was a vice president, and he said when Nixon came out from underneath this vestibule, I don't know what would you call it, in an airport, that people peed on him that were standing on the roof, and he said it was a story you just couldn't, you couldn't print it. In those days, this was in the '60s. You couldn't print it. He said, well, this is prior to the '60s. This was when Nixon was vice president, so it was under Eisenhower. Uh, he said, but he said it was an interesting fact. Today they'd print it. Today they'd show the guys pissing on the vice president, but you couldn't do it in those days. Uh, Now back to Trump. Uh, Everybody's seeking his advice. Now they're building a building, the second tallest building in Chicago, worth 776 million. Elliot Spitzer did the research on it, and Trump claims it's his building, he owns it, and everything else. And they found his equity is $3 million. So out of $776 million, the value he has in that building is $3 million. This man may not be worth a nickel. He might be 500 million or a billion in the hole. No one knows, and that's the reason everybody's speculating about him jumping in the race. He'll never jump in the race, because you need full disclosure and transparency. And transparency would make him look like a fool, because he's a lying son of a bitch when it comes to what he tells you he's worth. All right, now you all know what I'm worth. Nothing. And less than nothing after last week. Okay, people. So here we go. Uh, my usual mess. Here it is. Now under here there's, I don't even, it just says old junk. Uh, nice old junk. And everything here, there's some absolute junk, but it's recent. More stuff, more crap. These I have to take out because I don't know what they were doing here. But this I will remove because this is like a 1856 something or other. Okay, that goes up there. Everything else is staying on there. Here's some proof sets. These are all proof, but the proofs are counting like everything else. There's some Morgans, some Barber dimes, and I guess some old Barber quarters. Anyway, that's the best look you're getting. I have no idea myself what's there, but it's about time this mess got cleaned the hell up. And so in order to clean it up, I'm going to do an inventory and even have wheat pennies. The wheat pennies will count as simply as a penny. I don't even want, I should take them, let me take them out of the mix. They're too big a pain in the ass just to count pennies. And it's not going to affect the overall value. So I will inventory it. I will write down how many dimes, quarters, halves, Morgans, and if there's any. I don't know. I think in the bag, I don't know if there is any 999. My 999, the only ones I have now, I have a tube of Eagles that I mentioned. I got 20 Eagles the other day for $700, so I thought that was pretty good. And then I got the Ampex ones that I'd paid for. Oh, I don't know, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. They come in and they're on the desk. So nothing on the desk gets counted, but everything over here does. So all you have to do is give me your final dollar value, what you think it is. I'll add everything up, and I won't tell you what it is until, what's today? Today's Tuesday. Let's end the contest uh, Thursday. So you got till Thursday night, 8 o'clock, to get an entry in, and closest one will get, let's say, 2 old beat the shit Morgans. So anybody wants 2 old beat the shit Morgans, just throw in a number, uh, dollars and cents. I'll start off by rounding off to the closest dollar, and then if that doesn't, if we need more, which would be extraordinary if anybody gets that close, then we'll go to cents. And then if we have 2 people that guess the same thing and there's a tie, then you each get a Morgan. Anything more than 2, and then we'll have to come up with some secondary plan uh, to either get you all a prize or have the more than 2 of you and do some secondary part of some contest. But I don't think we have to worry about that because I don't even have any idea how much the value is. So contest, that seems to be what people want to see, and I like it. As I said, I give way more than 2 Morgans away almost every day in the mail. So 2 Morgans ain't gonna hurt, and all you have to do is be a subscriber. Thanks for your time, and anxious to see what your bids are. Have a good day.